Hey everybody, welcome back to ToadTactics, the big toad here. Hope you're enjoying Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, what I want to focus on today is Faction Wars. They just opened up for me today on this new account. I'm level 20, that's when they open up. But I want to make a point here while I'm here. If you look here, I've got a tome, the dark blue tome. And remember what those are for? Those are for epics. Now I can use this epic tome on a rare champion like Kale. Do not do that. You're going to get plenty of these light blue rare tomes. In fact, on one of my accounts, I have like 30 of them saved up because I don't need them anymore. All the blue rare champions I have that I'll use are already fully booked out, so I don't need them. So you'll eventually have plenty of those. Those aren't the ones you got to worry about. These dark blue ones are for epics only. The purple ones, do not use them on your blues, no matter how tempted you are. So save that. Right now, I don't even have an epic champion yet. I'll get one. I haven't had the successful roll yet on my shard pull, but I'll eventually get one. Then I'll use it. Maybe I'll use it. Don't use it on the first one just because you have it. Unfortunately, some epic champions just aren't worth putting that type of resource into. And you're better off not doing that. But we can talk about that when you get there. If you get one, you're not sure if you should use it or not, drop me an email. I put my email into just about every video so you can talk to me directly. I don't get so many emails that I can't talk to you about it. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help. I enjoy the game. I enjoy teaching people how to play. So yeah, shoot me an email if you got a question about anything. But if you got an epic and you don't know if you should spend resources on it, let me know. And a lot of times it depends on where you're at in the game. An epic I get in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I may love it and want to pour all my resources into it. I can. But if I got that same epic 2-3 years from now, after my account's really built up, I may shelf them for a while. I may not have a need for them. So again, it's all about timing. So don't waste it. All right, that's not what I wanted to talk about. That was a bonus. There you go. You got a big toad bonus there. Okay, so let's then move on to Faction Wars. Now, Faction Wars open up when you hit 20, and every day you're going to get Faction Wars. And here they are, Faction Wars. They're right under the battle button. So I hit Faction Wars, and let's go. All right, so she's going to tell you all about it. Read all that stuff if you want at your leisure. But you'll notice I've got all these different ones, and they're all locked. Okay? And every day, different ones of these factions open up for you to battle against. And so you got to battle what you've got available. So today I have Dark Elf and I have Orc. I'm gonna click on Orc and show you something here. So I can click battle. And guess what? Nobody's lit up. I have no orcs to fight, so I can't even fight this faction war. Okay, I haven't pulled an orc yet. I have no orc champions, not even in the rares or in the common or in the uncommon. I have no orcs, so I'm not going to fight there. All right, later you'll get it. Now, I do have, though, Dark Elf. Why? Because that's what Kale is. So I have Kale and I have Sniper. Now, I've said before, I'm not going to level up Sniper because she's going to be food for Kale. But you know what? I put gear on her right at the beginning because I had some cheap gear. I just threw it on her. So she has a little bit of gear. And I've got Kale. He's level 30. And I want to do this fight. So I'm going to go ahead and include her because even if she doesn't do a lot of damage, she will at least draw some attacks toward her so they're not hitting Kale at the moment. I could put these other two in. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Why? Not because they're going to do much, but maybe they'll get a little bit of experience if I win. And eventually I want to level these guys up so I can use them for food as well. So I'm taking my 30 level Kale against these 4 level 11s. Again, you'll notice I've ascended Kale. That's why he's got some of his stars are purple. I just did a video on Ascension, and maybe you've watched that first. I'll try to get that. I'll try to post these in the order that are valuable. So here goes Kale. He'll get a first stack. All right, as always, first time I've done it, so I'm going to set that to 2. I like to auto these things. You can manual them, but why at this point? Kale demolished him. And there we go. Now I got my level 1s out there. There goes my Sniper. And, you know, again, not much damage, but There you go. See, that guy would have attacked Kale if I hadn't had him out there. So there's his value. He was a decoy. Cannon fodder, as I used to say. Cannon fodder. Just something for somebody to shoot at so they're not shooting at the important things. All right, Kale had his A1 there. Now he's going to attack. He should be onto his A2 or A3 by now, hopefully. See, they're not doing much damage. He's still on his A1. There we go. And then he nukes him. Bam, dead. So I won my first stage of faction wars for Dark Elf. I'm going to pop back out here and show you. All right, so I won my first stage. You'll notice that I only have 1 star. Now, this star system is different than what you're going to find in the campaigns. So be aware of that. In this star system, they actually want the opposite. If you want to get 3 stars, you have to beat this level with a full team. With a full team of champions. So I have to have 5 champions. They have to win, and none of them die. So it's the exact opposite of the campaigns. And the campaigns, you can, as long as you win, if you took 1 champion and you won, you 3-star. If you take 2 champions, they both live, and you win, you 3-star. And that's what you need to do. Any more than that, if you take 3 or 4 champions, you never 3-star. Best you can get is a 2-star. But here's the opposite. They want you to have a full 5-man team that survives the entire fight and wins. That's how you 3-star. So I can't 3-star now, but I'm going to go ahead and do level 2. So I beat level 1. Now I can advance to level 2. Now, why do you do these? Why are these important? Well, I'm going to show you that when we finish this battle. I should be able to beat it. Yeah, see, he did his A3, A1. Now he does his A2, or actually he might have that one had been his A3, and now these guys will kind of peck at him a little bit, and then Kale's going to have to come in and nuke him. And there we go. Just a little bit left. Bam, done. Okay. And stage 3. Again, she didn't do much good, but they're drawing attacks away from Kale, which is, hey, it's valuable. Cannon fodder. Now that's all they're good for at this point is cannon fodder. You see, Kale could have done that all by himself. So, but hey, I got a little bit of experience. It was worth it. Not as much experience as you would get in campaigns, but you know, that's okay. All right, so what did I win? I won this gadget. What is it? Slightly increase attack substat on artifacts and accessories by a flat rate. That's a glyph. I'll show you about those. And this is used to craft artifacts in the forge. So by winning these, I get glyphs of different types. And there's all different. There's for every stat in the game, there's a glyph, except for crit rate and crit damage. All the other stats, though, you can increase with glyphs. And then in the forge isn't open yet, but you're going to start collecting these artifacts where you can forge gear. And you can actually forge some really good gear. And so it's really worth it. So that'll come in later. And even if the gear, you forge it and you don't need it or you don't want it, you can still sell it. So it's basically free silver for later. I've gone through and needed silver, and I've gone through and made 1 million silver just forging things and selling it because I was short on silver and I really needed it. So you can amass a lot of this stuff, a lot of this crafting material in multiple ways in the game. This isn't the only place. So anyway, the beauty of it is Faction Wars has multiple values. You get these types of resources from them. Okay, so now I've gone to stage 2. I'll go on to stage 3. And my resources. I'll talk to you about the resources and how much you can fight. There's a limit on how much you can fight every day. It's limited by what ones are open. Like I said, there's only 2 open today, so I didn't even have Orc Champions, so that's why I'm running this one. And I only get so many keys to fight. You start off with 12 keys when it opens up. Now, when you get to the advanced quests, there's an opportunity to win 6 more keys. So basically every day you will get 2 factions open. And if you do your advanced quest, you'll get 12 plus another 6. So you have 18 keys to use in Faction Wars. And now as you go up higher, right now these I'm running only cost one key. So I could do these 18, I could do this level 18 times. But when you get to the top levels, they cost like 4. And so you're limited on how often you can run it. But you get bigger rewards. Also, when you complete there I lost. So that's I got stage 2 with a really wimpy team. So I'm happy. So I didn't beat stage 3. I'm not going to be concerned about it. But see, here's the keys. I have 10 left and I can beat stage 2. I can't beat stage 3. Wimpy team. Maybe next time it opens or later. See, this will reset the let me show you. Go back out. Okay. This resets in 6 hours. So in 6 hours, these will shut down and 2 more will be open. Okay. But I'm going to go out there. I can win this one. So I'm going to set it to battle. It cost me 1 key and I want to run it. I'm going to use multi battles here because it doesn't cost me anything but keys. And I'm going to hit super raids. That's what they've done. So super raids allows you to basically use 2 keys at once. So you don't have to fight this 10 individual times. You don't have to sit here and click one after one after one for 18 times. If you have, you don't have to do that. You can hit super raids. Which means you're running it twice for one time, and you hit the multi-battle and it'll run by itself now. So I'm going to collect, in this case, because it's keys and there are finite resources. If you lose, you get your key back. You don't waste it. So I've got super raids available so that I only have to run it 5 times to use my 10 keys. And I'm going to collect continue multi-battle, even you lose a battle, because if I lose, I get my key back. So I just want to do it. Now, you need to be careful with using that in other areas. If you're in a campaign and you click the continue, even if you lose your battle, and then you accidentally set it off and you go away for an hour, you could come back and use all of your energy up and have lost every single one and not accomplished anything. I knew a guy who set up his team in a dungeon for Spider, and he set up his team wrong. He put it on, he knew he lost about 1 every 10 to 20 times he ran. He'd lose one. So he thought, I'm just going to run it and have it just keep going. So he put it on, he put that button on Spider, and he ended up losing every battle, but he didn't know it because he'd walked away from his computer. And so he wasted all of his resources and got 0 value, 0 value against Spider. And so what a waste. So I can use that button here because, like I said, if I lose, no big deal. I get my keys back. And so now I'm auto battling. This goes a lot quicker. And so this is a chance when you're auto battling, you can set the thing down. Eventually you might want to do 50 auto battles against Dragon. Well, you don't have to sit and watch it. Man, maybe that's something you do. Oh, you gotta run to the store. You gotta mow the lawn. You gotta babysit the kids or whatever it is. Start your multi-battles and set it down and go do your business. And when you get done, sometimes I'll start it when I go to bed. I'll go to bed at night. I know I've got a ton of resources. I'm doing a tournament for Dragon or Spider or Fire Knight or something. I'm on my big accounts, and I'll just set that auto thing up and I'll let it run all night. I get up in the morning and I've just spent 1,000 energy running 120 Dragon battles, and now I'm in first place, and it ran it all night long for me. That's the way you use those multi battles. You don't have to sit and watching them. But see, I'm doing this and giving you these tips while we do this, so you can see how valuable multi battles are, especially in a faction war where you've hit your max level. I can't do level 3, so why spend my time and why spend my personal time watching it and clicking the button every time around? So here we go. I've won 3. See at the bottom here, it says 3 of 5. This is the number 3 out of 5. So I've won 2. I'm about halfway through all these battles, and I'm just going to continue this on collecting my resources. I think you get the idea. So I think we'll stop there for this one. Hope you're enjoying Raid Shadow Legends. Again, please subscribe, tell your friends about the game, get them started on the game, have them watch my videos. I create my videos to help people get started in the game. And so it'd be a great help to me in my efforts if you do that. Shoot me an email if you have questions or there are things you want to know. I'll either answer directly or and maybe also do a video on it. So again, hope you enjoy playing Raid Shadow Legends. Hope you're getting value out of my videos. Big Toad is out. Until next time. Don't forget to support me by subscribing to this channel. Click the thumbs up below and drop me an email. You can find that in the description below. Have fun playing Raid. Until next time.